This is our favorite time of year in the garden. There's so much to harvest that there's not much we have to buy from the grocery store. Today I'd like to invite you to join me for a harvest from our Zone 5 garden in late July. Let's start the harvest right here with a sweet summer treat of blueberries. This is our first blueberry harvest of the season, and the berries are sweet and plump. We have 3 plants and 2 varieties for cross-pollination. Though the plants are self-pollinating, cross-pollination is supposed to help produce larger fruit. Blueberries grow best in acidic soil. Our garden soil is slightly alkaline, so we apply elemental sulfur to the soil every year to make it more acidic. Okay, and here's a look at our first blueberry harvest of the season. We'll have a lot more to harvest through the end of July and August. We also harvested our first gooseberries ever. We planted the gooseberry plant 2 years ago, and these are the first berries we've harvested from that plant. Now let's go to the front yard garden to see what's ready to harvest there. Let's start by harvesting garlic. This is music garlic, which is our favorite hardneck variety. Hardneck garlic is ready to harvest when at least a few of the bottom leaves have died off. We could have harvested this garlic about a week ago, but didn't get around to it. We'll save enough of the biggest, healthiest bulbs to plant 60 cloves this October to produce next year's crop. This variety stores well and will hopefully have enough garlic to last us until next year. It's also time to harvest the last of our red Norland potatoes. Over the past few weeks, as the plants have died back, we've harvested potatoes close to the soil surface as needed for meals. Now that the plants have completely died back, I'll harvest all of the remaining potatoes. To avoid damaging the potatoes while harvesting, I'll find as many as I can with my hands. When I can't find any more, I'll use a garden fork to dig deeper to find potatoes I may have missed. Okay, that's all I can find with my hands. Now let's get out the garden fork. A week ago, I didn't expect to be harvesting eggplant today, but our garden got a boost from thunderstorms and a heat wave, and our first eggplants of the summer are ready to harvest. I also didn't expect to pick peppers today, but they started ripening during the heat wave, and soon we'll have a hard time keeping up with all the peppers from our 50 plants. The heat wave also gave our zucchini plant a big boost, and today we're ready to harvest our first zucchini of the season. We also harvested our first ripe tomatoes this past week. Let's see if we have some more to harvest today. Tomatoes are off to a slow start this year, and today's harvest is modest. But we have a lot of plants all over the garden, and we expect to pick a lot of tomatoes before the first frost. Next, I'll harvest carrots from this bed right here in front of me. We harvest carrots year-round from our Zone 5 garden, and today I'll just harvest enough for the next couple days, and I'll keep the rest in the ground. That's the easiest place to store them for us. And here's a look at today's complete harvest. We'll hang the garlic in the house to cure, store the potatoes in the basement, and everything else we'll eat in the next few days. Though we got off to a slow start this year because of bad weather, it's really nice and hot now. It's feeling like summer and the garden is taking off. And I expect it to do well for the rest of the summer. I hope your garden is doing well too. Please let me know in a comment below how it's going and what you're harvesting now. I'm trying to get back to a weekly video schedule. So in August, please be on the lookout for more harvest videos, how-to videos, and garden updates. I'll see you then.